My name is Ethan Martincourt, and I'm here to teach you guys about safety in the electrical field. Assuming you guys all want to be electricians, here is some safety tips for you and what you should do in the field and expect to see in the field. I am currently a Sheridan student learning electrical techniques, and I've been working at an electrical company for a little over 8 months now, and I've already seen several instances where safety applies itself and where safety has been ignored, and I believe safety is an amazing tool and something everybody should know and understand they have the right to. So we're going to get started with a couple things for safety. We start off with kind of protecting yourself first. So when you go to work, you're working with electricity, you can't see electricity. So things that you need to have constantly and always wear will be your safety goggles. So you'll put these on, and you wear these, they're really nice. As well as you will always be wearing work boots. I understand that we're in Canada, and when we walk into people's homes, we take off our shoes. I keep mine on because of safety. And I've seen some people take them off, and I do not recommend that. Always wear them, okay? As well as safety gloves. So we have safety gloves so that when you have to cut wires, some wires are too big to use your other tool, so you have to cut them around it, and you don't want to cut your hands, and you want to protect your hands, so you wear these gloves that are resistant. As well, if you're working in commercial industry, you can wear a hard hat, and it's just safer, just so nothing falls on your head. Protect your head, protect your mind, because that's what you need. You need your knowledge. Afterwards, when working, we don't always need to use our gloves, but we're always wearing our safety or PPE equipment. But sometimes, like when we're working, we can't really see everything, and we need to use our tools, and we're not sure how when metal and electricity mix, it sparks. It's not really safe. But on the end of our tools here, we have a like an insulator almost. So when you're doing it, say I was working on something that spikes, same thing happens. So it happens I have them for all of my tools that I use. You're there. Another thing to be sure about is making sure that there's no electricity there. You can do so much. You want to double check. You want to turn off the breaker that you're running electricity through, as well as kind of testing afterwards. You want to double check. But we have here an electric tester. So it flashes up green, and if it goes to electricity, and it will turn red and beep, meaning that it's live. There's electricity running through, so we will not touch that. We'll go and turn off breaker and then test again, and then test one more time. Make sure that there's no electricity or you don't shock yourself. If you're working in a commercial or industrial industry, you want to make sure that you're using lockout tagout. Lockout tagout is known all around the trades. It's just to ensure that you have completely, like, you yourself, everybody will have one of these. You yourself knows that it's shut off. Nobody else has a key to this but you, so nobody else can take it off and turn on the power while you're working. So make sure to do this every single time before you do it, or else you will be most likely killed, or you'll be immediately fired and you won't have a job. Throughout school, we go through this code book. This code book is the Canadian Electrical Code. The code book essentially just wants you to, in essence, it shows you how to prevent fire and shock hazards, and basically just avoid that. So it sets in little, it always teaches you to keep a clean and nice workspace so that you're protecting yourself first, you're not falling, not tripping, not accidentally doing anything. And also that it's setting in measures and parameters for you on basically how much electricity can be taken in on certain things and how much it can't be. And if you exceed those limits, you fall into a hazard. It's going to be burning burning up, catching fire, or just sparking and exploding, and it's not good. So we don't really want that at all. And this is what this code is. You have to follow this code. You get checked by a professional of the government after everything you do, and they're adhering to this. They want you to follow this. Aside from that, at every job site, you should be able to find this green book, is what they call it. This one has all your Health and Safety Act regulations, so you can find everything here. It goes over WHMIS, it goes over your first aid, it goes over all the things you need to learn. And it's very, very helpful. And if you have anything that happens on the field and you need to tell somebody about it, make sure to. And they will look at this and they will tell you what's wrong. If you think something's wrong there, they will inform you. Another thing is I want you to be smart. Work smarter. Make sure to just double check, turn everything off as always. Make sure you never work in a live power. And secondly, you have a voice in this industry. I know it's kind of scary and intimidating going in right away, as I am still scared and intimidated, but I'm never afraid to use my voice and refuse unsafe work, because I don't want to be, first off, jeopardizing my future and not having a job or not having a career, not having a life, really. And I want to be safe, no matter how much some people may do things the older way. Just remember you have a voice. Refuse work. You're able to. If it's unsafe, refuse it. Don't worry. Make sure it's unsafe. Double check. In your green book, you can check in the code book. You can ask your supervisor. I'd go to your supervisor and say, this is not right. I can't be doing this. It's not safe. And as well as just taking precaution, and you can do things to get ahead, like doing a heights training and stuff like that, so that you're more prepared for just the workplace and safety. That's basically the general basis of safety. It's just always thinking before you act, just taking caution. Take the time. You have time. Take time to prepare. You're working, but they don't need you to be super fast that you're not being safe. You need to always be safe. Safety is first. Safety is crucial. Everybody will say that. Okay? So please be safe out there. I hope this helped. You understand a little bit more about safety in the electrical field. Be careful and have fun.